Have you ever felt like you are sprinting on a treadmill, moving fast but getting nowhere? You push yourself harder, thinking productivity is the answer. But what if I told you that this might actually harm your emotional wellness? Stick around, we're just getting started. You've probably heard the phrase, work hard, play hard. But that mindset can be a trap. In our chase for success, we often overlook our emotional health. Hustle culture glorifies productivity, but at what cost? Imagine juggling deadlines, family obligations, and social events, wearing your busyness like a badge of honor. Yet, beneath the surface, there's a growing sense of unease. The more you do, the more disconnected you feel. Does that resonate with you? Here's where it gets tricky. When we prioritize tasks over emotions, we miss crucial signals. Stress builds up, and soon, you're not just tired, you're completely drained. That nagging feeling of inadequacy creeps in, often unnoticed at first, but that anxiety is a warning sign. Think back to the last time you felt overwhelmed. Maybe you brushed it off, thinking a cup of coffee or another late night would help. But let's be honest, has that ever truly worked? Temporary distractions only deepen the gap between you and the emotional clarity you need. Now, let's take a moment to reflect. Picture a friend who seems to have it all together. They're always busy, but behind that perfect facade, they might be struggling silently, caught in a cycle of seeking validation through productivity, just like you. But what if you could break free from that cycle? What if you could prioritize your emotional wellness without guilt? This doesn't mean you have to stop being productive. It means redefining what productivity looks like. Could it be as simple as taking 5 minutes for yourself each day? As we dive deeper, remember that emotional wellness isn't about perfection, it's about balance. What if the key to real self-improvement lays not in working harder, but in working smarter? In nurturing your inner self, rather than just focusing on your to-do list. The tension builds here. Society tells you that not hustling equals failing. But imagine a different narrative, where you find strength in vulnerability, allowing yourself to feel instead of just do. Before we wrap up, think about your own life. Are you caught in hustle culture, or are you prioritizing what truly matters? The uncomfortable truth is, if you keep pushing without pausing, you might hit a breaking point. It's time for a change. You deserve a life where emotional wellness is a priority. So take a moment today. Reflect. Prioritize. Because when you invest in your emotional health, everything else tends to fall into place. As we conclude, remember you're not alone on this journey. We're all learning together. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's start a conversation about emotional wellness today. Imagine waking up each morning, excited to tackle the day, only to realize that your relentless pursuit of success is quietly stealing your happiness. It might sound dramatic, but what if hustle culture is actually hindering your true self-improvement? You might think you are on the path to greatness, but could it be that you are just running in place, making no real progress? Many people find themselves trapped in a cycle of endless productivity, mistaking busyness for genuine achievement. Picture this: you're working late, eyes glued to the screen, convinced those extra hours will pay off. You might feel a sense of pride, but what's happening to your emotional well-being in the process? Are you trading joy for deadlines? The constant pressure to perform can lead to burnout, anxiety, and even depression. Initially, you might not notice after all, you are just being productive. But beneath the surface, your mental health is suffering. Think back to a time when you felt overwhelmed. Was it due to a mountain of tasks or the fear of falling behind? You're not alone. Many feel trapped in an endless race, with exhaustion masquerading as success. Hustle culture glorifies the grind, often pushing self-care aside. You might tell yourself, "I'll rest when I reach my goals," but what if that mindset is actually holding you back? Ignoring your emotional wellness can lead to decreased productivity. It's a vicious cycle. The more you push, the less you can truly achieve. You might find yourself in a fog, struggling to focus, while feeling guilty for not doing enough. Now, imagine continuing down this path. Imagine continuing down this path. Your relationships could suffer. You might snap at loved ones. Your health could decline, leaving you constantly drained. What's the cost of this relentless hustle? Is sacrificing your well-being worth those fleeting moments of productivity? But here's the silver lining. What if you could break free? What if prioritizing your emotional wellness could actually propel you further than the endless grind ever could? Slowing down doesn't mean stopping. It means taking a breath, reassessing your priorities, and investing in your mental health. Self-care is the luxury, it's essential. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, what small changes can you make today? Can you carve out time for joy in your busy schedule? Remember, true self-improvement starts with treating yourself with the same kindness you often show others. So, here's the uncomfortable truth: you don't have to hustle hard to achieve greatness. Sometimes, the most transformative step you can take is simply to pause and reflect. What will you choose? Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by your own productivity? It's a struggle many of us face, yet few realize how closely it's tied to our emotional well-being. Every day, we push ourselves harder, powering through fatigue and stress. But what if I told you that this relentless pursuit of productivity could actually undermine the self-improvement we're striving for? The uncomfortable truth is that many of us overlook the emotional signals our bodies are sending us. While we check off tasks and chase that next goal, we often ignore the rising tension in our minds and hearts. Imagine this: you're at your desk, staring blankly at a screen while your thoughts race. You might brush it off as just another busy day, but what if that heavy feeling in your chest is your emotional wellness trying to get your attention? Life isn't just about the grind, it's about finding balance. In our hustle culture, we have been conditioned to equate our worth with how much we produce. The more we accomplish, the more validated we feel. However, this pressure can create a toxic cycle, leading to emotional stress that often goes unnoticed. Have you ever noticed shifts in your mood when work piles up? Feelings of irritability, fatigue, or detachment can signal something deeper. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they are urgent red flags calling for your attention. Think about a friend who seems fine on the surface but snaps over small things. Or perhaps you've found yourself in that situation. It's easy to dismiss these behaviors as temporary stress, but they could indicate that emotional wellness is taking a backseat on the fast track to productivity. As tension rises, so does the risk of burnout or worse. The happier, healthier version of ourselves that we envision can fade away under the weight of few acknowledged emotions. So, what's the solution? It's time to shift our focus. Instead of prioritizing productivity at all costs, we need a more holistic approach to success. Allow yourself to pause, breathe, and check in with your feelings. Take a moment in